What is going on, guys? Ghost Tendency here with a redirect to Attack on Titan Season 3, Episode 16. This is going to be my little review portion, but you can go ahead and check the link down below and, yeah, give it a watch. So, I watched 16 and 17 back to back, and they were rough, guys. Oh my god, they were rough. Um, I'll talk about 17 later, but watching these two like back to back the way I did, it was not a good choice. Why did no one warn me? No, I didn't give any indication that I was going to, of course, but oh, these were rough, man. These were rough. Um, so with this episode, you guys know my love for Erwin, man. You guys know he's my favorite. And if you know what happens in this episode, it's yeah, it wasn't fun. This was not a fun watch. So about like halfway through the episode, yeah, I feel like the later half of this episode, there was a growing sense of dread that I felt. Um, just it's just building and building, and I think I haven't really gone back to watch my reaction to it, but I just feel like I got so enthralled in the episode and so pulled into what I was feeling. I don't even know if I talked a whole lot during like the middle half to like near the end of this episode. Um, it, man, I don't want to believe that Erwin's gonna die here. I really don't want to believe it. Oh my god, I don't want to believe it. But I don't recall if I think it was this episode. I because I watched these this one and then 17 back to back. So I don't recall if Levi mentioning the Titan serum, being able to save someone. I don't recall if that was in this episode or the next one. Um, I think it was in this one. I don't know, but it's got to be Erwin, right? Because he said it could save someone on the brink of death. It's got to be Erwin. It has to be. That's crazy though to think about that if Erwin's gonna be a Titan and see my thing is okay. I don't recall. I think you have to eat another Titan with an ability to have a Titan ability, right? Or are some of the Titans just do they just become a Titan with an ability? They just luck out. Like I'm not sure if they mentioned that before because they mentioned so much information earlier on in the season. It's hard to recall. They kind of they poured so much. They dumped so much lore and information throughout like you know the earlier part of the season that it's like man sometimes I forget some small details. So I don't know if they mentioned that or not. I know you have to eat another Titan to get like your senses right to regain your senses after your initial Titan transformation because you just turn into like a mindless monster at that point, right? Um, it has to be Erwin, man. It has to be Erwin that we get with that Titan serum, man. That's the only way to save him, right? And then, yo, we lost Marlowe too, man. Like that's crazy. I like they kept showing him so often throughout this series, since he was introduced, and it's like I just felt like he was gonna play a pretty big role, and that's crazy to see him just go out here like this, from some flying debris. I mean, same with Erwin, man. Like just flying debris. It's just some rocks, some crushed up rocks, man. It's not like they went down in like a huge battle or something. It's man, it's tough. That's tough. Um, it was a really good episode, but I felt the dread. It just kept piling more and more on until it built up to that whole ending scene with them charging in. Man, that was rough. That was rough. So yeah, I don't know. I do still have my end thoughts at the end of the video of the reaction, but yeah, I kind of want to just do some little bits here on YouTube for a little bit of extra review and extrapolate a little more on my thoughts after the fact, because sometimes when you're like fresh off the episode, you kind of forget some things that you wanted to mention or talk about, or you just giving it some time to marinate afterwards. You kind of think about some things, and yeah, I don't want to lose Irwin, man, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's not like his head got blown off or something, but at the same time, that like a wound like that hits you like right here, goes through, like that's still usually going to be fatal, just because it doesn't kill you immediately, it's usually going to be fatal. But like Levi said, he's got the serum, so someone out there, it's got to be Irwin. It's got to be Irwin, unless like Mikasa gets like a fatal wound or something, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Um, yeah. I mean, I thought. Listen, I don't want to kind of go into my next week review or whatever since I watched these back to back, but um, it's there's also what happened at the end of the following episode, but I don't think like he's gone. He's gone. I'm not gonna say who it is if you guys haven't. Yeah, I would assume you've watched the episodes or whatever, but I still don't want to like spoil things. But episode 17's uh, death, they're gone. Like Irwin, he, like I said, it's not like he's gonna die immediately from that, possibly, But whereas, yeah, a certain someone next episode, that yeah, no, there's you don't come back from that. So anyway, yeah, I'll get into that on my next little mini review here, my YouTube review. But yeah, I should call these like wrap up thoughts, not like reviews, because I'm not really trying to review the episode. I'm not giving it a score or anything like that. Attack on Titan's always got wonderful episodes, so. Um, but just some afterthoughts, really, is what this is. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy, and I will catch you in next week's episode. Take it easy, guys.